Have you ever thought about what is to happen in 2025? Because I am. I'm wondering what's going to happen in this year. Hopefully it's going to be a very, very good year. Hello everybody, this is that Manga Dude and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. We are going to not talk about 2025 right now because this video is all about the 2024 last month, December 2024 pickups. I got a lot of amazing stuff from a variety of publishers. It's kind of crazy looking at it. Looking at it all, I got a lot from a variety of different publishers. It's going to be a lot of fun and I'm really excited. It's great to have a new year here. And yeah, I can't wait to keep having videos out for you guys and enjoying all of this stuff with you all. So yeah, let's get started right now. Alright, so if you've never been to That Manga Dude pickups before, the way this works is I am going to start with the publishers that either A, are no longer around, B, I didn't get too much from, and C, usually the indie publishers because I don't tend to buy a lot from them. But this time around we have no defunct publishers, which is pretty cool, so let's get started. So, up first from a new publisher called Kana, we have ourselves Manhole Volume 2 from Tetsuya Tsutsui. This was a really creepy read I read recently. It's a pretty good horror series. Basically, it follows a story about this like weird kind of disease that appears to have originated from under a manhole, which is where the name comes from. And it's just really creepy. It's really gross. If you're not a big fan of like kind of like body horror, you should probably avoid this one. But I really like the first volume and definitely interested to read this one. Coming in from Smudge, I actually picked this up from a comic book store because they were on sale. They had everything on sale. And that is Her Frankenstein from Kawashima Norikazu. So I've been waiting to pick this one up to find it in pretty good condition, and this one was in good condition. And don't know much about this, but Smudge has been a new kind of like publisher or like an offshoot of a big publisher. I don't remember who exactly has access to Smudge, but Smudge's whole goal is to bring like these older horror manga and stuff like that to English. So this was the first release that they had. Their second one was actually UFO Mushroom Invasion, which I talked about recently and read recently. So excited to get into this one and see how good it is. Alright, up next, from Denpa, I picked up Under Ninja Volume 4 from Kengo Hanazawa. Excited to have this one. Been really enjoying this series. It's been kind of wild and ridiculous. But love it. If you want something that's like just absolutely ridiculous and stupid, but you're going to have a great time with a pretty deep plot, surprisingly, I think this is right up your alley. So definitely give this a shot if you like that kind of stuff. Alright, up next from Glacier Bay Books, because I actually just got my Kickstarter rewards in. First up is Red Riding Hood's Wolf Apprentice Final Testament to the Moon Volume 2 from Sayaka Mogi. I read the first volume way back when, I want to say sometime last year, and loved it so much, and I was super excited to see that there was going to get a second release. This is an absolutely gorgeous manga, and yeah, it just kind of has this like wonderful storytelling, beautiful fantasy world. I'm really excited to get into this one, and of course, support indie publishers. And second is going to be Seaside Beta from Ohoton. Once again, another one from Glacier Bay. Really happy with this one. This one looks so cool, and I don't know much about it, but it's got a beautiful art style. I love like the little tinges of color that we get in between. The print quality is beautiful and looks great. I'm super excited to read this one, and really happy to have this after a few months of waiting, so really excited to have this. Alright, coming up from Kodansha. Yeah, I only picked up two things from Kodansha this month. First up is King of Limbo Volume 3 from Ai Tanaka. I had been waiting to get this one for a long time because for some reason, basically every store in my area didn't have it, and I don't know why. But my Kinokuniya, one of my local Kinokuniyas actually had it, so I was like, okay, I gotta pick it up now. And yeah, this is a absolutely remarkable series, really fun sci-fi, kind of like thriller mystery series. It's really, really good. I've talked about it quite a bit on this channel, and you really should check it out if you haven't already. But super excited to have the final volume and be able to talk about this series more. And last but not least is going to be Ashita no Joe Fighting for Tomorrow Volume 1 from Asao Takamori and Tetsuya Chiba. And yeah, this is the classic series that a lot of people know. It's one of like the first like super big sports series. It really created a bunch of tropes and ideas that would be a staple to most sports manga later down the line. And I know a lot of people are very much turned away because of the price point, and I would agree it is pretty pricey, but I did manage to get this with some rewards that I had, so I got it for a little bit cheaper than the cover price. But yeah, I talked about this at length in my FVI, so if you want my full opinions on that, go check out that video. Alright, let's get into the second part. This is the basically all the other publishers but Viz. So first up from Udon, yes, I actually picked up more Udon volumes than I did Kodansha. And first up is going to be Giga Town, a guide to manga iconography from Fumio Kouno. This was really fun. It was just kind of like a nice little light read explaining various different kinds of iconography that's used in lettering and other things in Japanese manga. It's really well done. It keeps it nice and simple. I love the 4-koma style. I love the art style a lot. It looks really cool. And it's also the same mangaka behind In This Corner of the World, so that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that until after I finished reading. But yeah, this is just a really well done release from Mangasplaining Extra and Udon together. So super cool to have this finally, and yeah, can't wait to read it. Alright, up next from Manga Biographies, Charles M. Schultz, the creator of Snoopy and Peanuts. This is from... Where's the mangaka? Did they not say who wrote this or who created this? Well, that's weird. But super happy to have this. Not sure why I can't find who is the artist for the series. But, oh, there it is. Yuzuru Kuki. I don't know why that's not on the front anywhere. That's weird. Anyways, this is a manga biography about Charles M. Schultz, who is the creator of Snoopy and Peanuts. Probably one of my favorite little media franchises, I want to say. I just love the character designs. I'm a big fan of the old cartoons as well. Obviously the Christmas special, the Halloween special, the Great Pumpkin, and then surprisingly, one that I don't think a lot of people remember, and if they do, awesome. It's the Wright Brothers special. They used to have a couple of these Peanuts specials where they would go back in time and meet like famous historical characters, and one of them was they went to go meet the Wright Brothers, and I had that one on VHS, and I've probably seen it at least 15 to 20 times. So it's really burned into my brain, but yeah, excited to check this out. I do love biographies, at least like illustrated biographies. I think they're really cool, and just a weird little niche that you get to see every once in a while, so excited to check this one out. Alright, last but not least from Udon, I picked up, this is Street Fighter 3 Ryu Final from Masahiko Nakahira. This is Volume 1. Found this in very good condition, and I don't really know much about it other than I just really like Street Fighter manga. I've been trying to collect a good chunk of them throughout the past couple years, and so excited to have another one in the books. And Street Fighter 3 is pretty dang cool. So yeah, I love that this is called Ryu Final and Akuma's on the front, but no comment after that. Alright, coming in from 7 Seas, I picked up Too Many Losing Heroines from Itachi, Takebi Amamori, and Imigimudu. This is Volume 2 of the manga. I believe there's going to be 3 or 4 volumes, and yeah, excited to continue reading this one. Really enjoyed the first volume. I thought the quips and the like the little just random moments are hilarious. I love the character art. The designs are great. And yeah, just excited to have another volume of this series. Alright, up next, I just picked this one up recently. This is My Girlfriend's Child, Volume 6 from Mamoru Aoi. I talked about the series at length throughout my channel, and I continue to absolutely love it. I haven't read this one just yet, but I'm super excited to hop into it when I can. Alright, up next, I decided to pick up Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto. This is Volume 1 of Nami Sano's short series. I think it's only 3 volumes, but rest in peace to the artist. They unfortunately passed away fairly recently. I want to say last year or this year, but yeah, just gone too soon. But really excited to get into this one. I love the art style, and I think it looks really silly and really fun. And I can't wait, because I just kind of love these overly serious comedy series, if that makes sense. I think it'll make more sense when I read it, but I have watched a couple of the parts of the anime, but yeah, excited to finally read this for the first time. Alright, up next, decided to pick up the 9th volume of Kageki Shoujo from Kumiko Saiki. This is the extremely difficult to find volume. I don't know why it's so hard to find, but super happy to finally have it, even though I don't have volume 8, so I actually can't read this one just yet. But once I find volume 8, I will continue to read this series, because Kageki Shoujo has been such a fun read that I've had over the past couple years, and just been stuck trying to find volume 8 and 9, so yeah, excited to have the next volume. Alright, up next, decided to pick up Kase-san and Shortcake. This is volume 3 of the Kase-san series. This has been a really fun Yuri series that I've been absolutely enjoying. This couple is so adorable. The first 2 volumes were a hoot. Such a fun time, make me kick my feet because they're just so adorable, and I can't wait to continue reading about their story. Alright, up next, decided to pick up the 2nd volume of Otonari Complex from Saku no Nomura. This has been a pretty fun little read, following the story about these 2 characters here, where it's a girl who dresses like a more masculine, and a guy who dresses, who cross-dresses as a female, and it's about their feelings about one another, and about basically their personalities as well as their identities, and like how they're tackling this and learning about themselves as well as each other. Yeah, it was a pretty good first volume, and I can't wait to get into the next one. Alright, up next from Yen Press, I picked up K-On! Shuffle Volume 2 from Kaki Fly. Yes, this is the spin-off series, I guess you could say, of K-On! Follows a story about these other girls who go to a different school, and one of the girls gets to see the original K-On! Group play at their high school concert, and she gets inspired to be a part of the music club and start a band. So, yeah, I liked the first volume. It was pretty fun. It was just as enjoyable as the original K-On!, so can't wait to continue reading this series. Alright, up next, I decided to read the Luciole Has a Dream from Yu Morikawa. Ooh, excuse me. Man, I guess singing in Italian just gets me a little gassy, but I read this for the FBI, so I talked about it at length there, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous cover. I had to pick it up. It just looks so beautiful. Wow. And yeah, I'll talk more about this in the reading log if you want my opinions, or if you want my longer opinions, go check out the FBI. Alright, up next, my wife actually got me this. This was Nights with a Cat, Volume 4 from QDUZ. This is a slice of life series following a story about these 2 people who own this cat who looks a little silly. And yeah, it's very, very fun. It's just a nice, easy read, especially like when I start to read some of the heavier stuff. I'm like, you know what, maybe I should just read something a little bit lighter. Nights with a Cat is a great series to do that with, especially if you like cats. I'd highly suggest picking it up. And of course, as I continue my Delicious in Dungeon read, I have to continue picking up volumes. So I picked up volumes 9 through 11 of Delicious in Dungeon, also known as Delicious in Dungeon, because I just like saying it that way, and I know it could bother some people, but I'm sorry, that's just how it is. But yeah, absolutely loving the series. It's been so good, and I'm really close to finishing it up, so can't wait to continue reading and finishing up the series very, very soon. Alright, up next from Tokyo Pop. Yes, you heard that right, from Tokyo Pop. I actually got a lot from Tokyo Pop. 5 of them is one series, but you'll see when we get there. But first up, I picked up Arm of Cannon from Masakazu Yamaguchi. This just looks really creepy. I like the cover quite a bit, and I don't know anything about this series, so it is listed as a horror sci-fi series, but don't know much about it, but got it for less than cover price, so that's pretty cool. Can't wait to check it out at some point down the line. Alright, up next, decided to pick up A Tale's Tale from Mizu Sahara. A lot of people were really hyped for this series, and yeah, excited to check this one out. Don't know much about it, I just know it has an absolutely gorgeous cover and back cover, and yeah, a lot of people were super excited, and the color page at the beginning looks really nice. Where is it? There it is. Look at that. It looks really nice. So yeah, excited to read this one soon. And last but not least from Tokyo Pop, this big stack of manga is Arya the Masterpiece Volumes 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yep, that is, I believe, the entire series. I am super happy to finally have collected all of this. I decided to buy them all on a whim when I was out and about on Black Friday, because I was like, well, there's a huge Crunchyroll sale, and these were on pretty big discounts, so I was like, might as well just pick up the entire series, because I don't know, I'm never going to trust Tokyopop to republish anything or reprint anything, especially because this is supposed to be like a limited whatever release. So yeah, I had to pick it up and just get it over with. So excited to finally delve into this series. I'll probably be reading it throughout next year, but very happy to have all of these. Alright, coming into the final section, this is the Viz Media section. This is usually the longest part of the video because I get a lot of stuff from Viz Media. So, up first, coming in from their Marvel section, that is going to be SpiderMan Octo Girl from Hideyuki Furuhashi and Betancourt. Yeah, this is a very weird spin-off series. Basically, Doc Ock gets beaten by Spider-Man, and as he is about to die, he has his brain switched into, on accident, a Japanese school girl. So it's about this ridiculous story of Dr. Octopus trying to get back to his original body while also trying to help this girl with her issues surrounding bullying and various other things. So it's ridiculous, it's silly, and it's actually really well done. I love the art style, and I like the story quite a bit, so excited to continue reading this one soon. Alright, up next, I decided to pick up Rainbows After Storms from Luca Kobachi. This is volume 1, and I picked this one up recently, and I talked about it in the FEI, but basically it follows the daily lives of these two girls who are dating, but are trying to keep it a secret. So yeah, that's about as much as I'll talk about it here. I've talked about it in my FEI, and I'll be talking about it in the future reading log. Alright, up next, decided to pick up the 11th volume of Law of Ueki from Tsubasa Fukuchi, because I managed to find this for a pretty cheap price. I think I got it for $5, and it was in really good condition, and it was the next Law of Ueki volume that I needed. So yeah, excited to have another Law of Ueki volume, and hopefully I finish up this series at some point soon. Alright, coming in from Shoujo Beat, we have ourselves My Special One from Momo Cota. This is volume 8. Super happy to have this one. I've been loving this series so much. They are so silly, they are so ridiculous, and I hope the best for this relationship, the spin-off relationship, not the main relationship. The main relationship is fine, but this spin-off relationship is, I just like it a lot more. So, yeah, excited to continue reading this series, and yeah, can't wait to check this one out. Alright, up next, decided to pick up Otaku Vampire's Love Bite from Julieta Suzuki. This is volume 2, and yes, I'm coming from the future because this is not supposed to be out yet, at least at the time of recording. So yeah, super happy to have this. This is follows the story about this vampire girl who's a total weeb, basically, and yeah, it's about her living her life in this world while trying to avoid the gaze of other vampires, especially because she doesn't really want to be a normal vampire. She just is happy with eating blood packs or sucking on blood packs or whatever you want to call it, and not really biting humans or whatever. So it's funny, it's silly, and I really like the first volume, so happy to have the second one right here. And another series that I really enjoyed that I got early, that is Last Quarter from Ayazawa. This is volume 2. Super happy to have this early, and I loved the first volume. It was so good. So I'm really happy to have the second volume and continue to read this fantastic, thrilling mystery series from Ayazawa, same manga behind Nana. Alright, coming in from a Viz Signature Line, this is Fool Night Volume 3 from Kasumi Yasuda. Absolutely love this series. This series is so fantastic, and it's probably one of my favorite series to come out this year. Spoiler alert for the upcoming Top 20 Manga of 2024, but just the series has been so remarkable. It has beautiful art, it has great characters, and it has a really interesting story and very complex, especially with its themes and its character development. Love it a lot. Cannot wait to continue reading it. Alright, up next, decided to finally pick up the second volume of Steel of the Celestial Shadows from Daruma Matsuda, as well as Toshiki Mizutani and Noboru Hisayama. So, I read the first volume way back when and absolutely loved it, but I kind of been holding off on picking up the second volume because I haven't been able to find it in good enough condition, at least in my opinion, good enough condition. So, happy to finally find it in very good condition, and yeah, cannot wait to continue reading this one. Alright, up next, I decided to pick up the 4th volume of Magilumere, Magical Girls Incorporated from Seka Iwata and Yu Aoki. Another series that I've been just very much enjoying, and very much have been enjoying just across the board. How nice the art is. I love like the characters. The characters are really well done. I think the story is also done pretty well as well. Keeps you interested and keeps you hooked with each and every volume. Yeah, can't wait to continue reading this one as well. Alright, up next, Somniac's After School Volume 8. You know, I had to, from Makoto Ujido. I absolutely love this series. This one of my favorite series to come out within the past probably 3 or 4 years. I love how every character is just so well fleshed out. I love the relationships between the characters, whether they're friendships, whether they're actual like romantic relationships. I just love it so much. And I think it just tackles a lot of really great themes across the board. And yeah, I just can't wait to continue rooting for these characters, and can't wait to continue reading this series. Alright, coming in from Shumpin Joe, also known as Shonen Jump, we have ourselves Mashall, Magic and Muscles, Volume 18. Yes, that is the final volume of the series, and I can't believe it's over. To say the least, it's crazy to say, crazy to finally reach this point of the series. I like that it's a reference to the original volume, Volume 1, and yeah, happy to have this, because it's just one of those series that I've been very much enjoying. Not necessarily that it's like the greatest thing in the world, but it's been a nice little brief reprieve between some of the heavier handed volumes, stuff like Full Night that can really just take the wind out of you and be like, oh wow, that was a little bit sad. But Mashall just keeps it funny, keeps it engaging, and keeps it fun. So excited to have this final volume. Alright, up next, Blue Exorcist Volume 30 from Kazue Kato. Yes, sorry, we finally got another volume, and absolutely excited because I love this series. It's one of my top 10 series of all time. So happy to finally have another volume. Alright, up next, decided to pick up Aane Bashi Volume 9 from Yuki Suenaga and Takamasa Moe. Another series that I have been absolutely enjoying, and will unfortunately not make my top 10 manga, or my top 10 manga of 2024, because it was on my previous list of 2023. But yeah, this series just continues to be absolutely amazing, and I'm super happy to have the next volume. Another one that just continues to be really, really good. This is Danger Dan Volume 10 from Yukinobu Tatsu. I just, you know, I just showed a lot of my favorite current shonen series that are currently releasing. And yeah, happy to have another volume with a great anime release coming out at the same time. So yeah, really excited. And this looks like it's going to be a really good volume as well. Alright, up next, decided to pick up the last two, I believe, of Part 2 for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This is Volumes 3 and 4. Super happy to finally have these, and yeah, excited to continue reading Part 2. This is one of my wife's favorite parts. She really likes Joseph quite a bit, so excited to see what all the hubbub is about, and I can't wait to continue reading it. Alright, coming in from the future, I have myself Chainsaw Man Volume 17 from Tatsuki Fujimoto. Happy to have another volume of Chainsaw Man, even though I'm not really liking Part 2. Hopefully, just changes it up a little bit, but we'll see. Alright, up next, I decided to pick up the newest volume of Sakamoto Days as well from the future. This is Volume 15 from Yuto Suzuki. I love this series a lot. It has been one of the best shonen series I've been reading recently, and for good reason. It's really, really, really good. So excited to continue reading this one as well. And last but not least, another one from the future. This is Ruy Dragon Volume 1 from Masaoki Shindo. This was a series that a lot of people were really excited to see come out. It got one of the most hype releases, and then went on almost indefinite hiatus pretty quickly, to be honest. So happy to see that the mangaka is back in at least better health from what we can tell, and yeah, hopefully they're doing okay, and yeah, excited to check out this series and see what all the hubbub is about. Whew. Alright, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching the pickups video. What did you pick up in the month of December, or whenever you are watching this? Let me know in the comments below. Or, did you see anything that looks really, really cool? Let me know in the comments below as well. And as always, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. Those are all amazing things. I really, 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 really love it when you do those things. You make this so much fun to do every single week. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. So I will see you in the rest of 2025. Let's go! 2025! I'll see you in the next video.